Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to introduce you to a business owner and entrepreneur in downtown Hampton who's getting quite a lot of attention. He's the owner of Salvage Boyz, and I think you'll be surprised when you see him. Welcome to Jaylen Wilson. Hello.
Hello.
Jaylen, you're 13 years old.
Yes.
I can't start this interview even by talking about your business until we get past, you started a business, a retail business at age 12.
Yes, I did.
Get out! I mean, how do you do that? What makes you ready to start a business at that age and having all the skills?
I really just started it because I saw a space open up, so I took the chance and I just went with it, and it's turned out to be really successful.
It has. I mean, I've seen a lot of links leading to your business. People are talking about it, and not just because of you and your age. I mean, that's the novelty, but that's going to wear off. What has to happen is that you have to do really good work, and it's my understanding that you do.
I do.
So Salvage Boyz, tell us about the company.
Well, we have a lot of old and repurposed things. I like to repurpose some of the things in there. We do paint some things so they can sell, but most of our stuff is project pieces.
What does that mean, project pieces?
Means that we haven't got to them yet because we haven't had the time.
So at this point, you've got more demand than you can keep up with.
Yes.
So do you buy stuff at auctions? Do you pick up stuff along the road? I mean, how do you get the furniture or mechanicals or the things you're going to sell?
Well, I pick some people will give us some stuff, then we will go to auctions and all that. So
how did you start doing this? I mean, I'm going to be really stereotypical here, but young people don't usually gravitate toward things that take a lot of work, things that are old. It's usually, often at least, a different sort of set of priorities.
Well, I've always liked old antique stuff. For some reason, I always have. But I started because me and my mom, we always went antiquing. So we saw everybody had crazy prices, so I wanted to open up the store where people can buy stuff at a reasonable price.
And you are located kind of right next to Mint Julep,
Yes.
Downtown, right on Queens Way.
Yeah, we're inside the building.
Okay. You're not open every day because obviously you have to go to school sometime, right?
Yes.
What is your shop schedule when you're open?
We're open every second weekend of the month, and if there's a special event going on downtown, we're open.
Okay. When do you have time to work on the pieces?
We do that like during the week when we're not open.
Okay. And you don't go to a traditional school?
No. I do. I go to North Florida Christian Academy. I'm a distant learner.
So because that's tailored directly to you and not anyone else in class, you can do it when you want online, and when you're finished kind of a thing. Can be a more compressed schedule.
Yes.
So how much time do you spend on the business per day or per week?
I spend a lot of time. Probably, I know I spend more than 72 hours at the store.
Oh my gosh. Wow. How do you juggle all that?
It's not really that hard because the school, I can go ahead, work ahead, then I can do whatever I want at the store and not worry about having to do my schoolwork. And
it's your extracurricular activity, like instead of sports or music, you are working with your hands and making things.
Yep.
Tell us about a piece or two that's really been special or that challenged you or that you're especially proud of.
There is one piece I am really proud of. It was an old drawer. I took a couple old drawers, I put them on the bottom. I secured them with another leg from another piece. I put a door from a cabinet, and I put wheels on it. I painted it, and it's like a little cart.
Oh, so you're really, it's not just the kind of the classic antiques. You are creating art pieces and distinctive, unusual things. Where do you get your ideas?
Pinterest. I get all my ideas from Pinterest.
And where did you get your skills? Like did your mom or your dad teach you how to do this?
My dad has taught me some things, and my mom has taught me some things.
But you learn.
I don't know how I learn. I just try. Then if I mess up, I'll try something else. But I just keep trying something.
So you've already started your own business at age 12. Like, do you look into the future at 22, 32, 42? What do you want to be doing? Where do you go from here?
Eventually, I want to be spread out and not just have one location, have multiple.
Do you think this connects with other people of your generation? Or do you think, are you mostly selling to people like me? older folks?
Mostly older.
It's interesting, though, because the concept of salvage and reuse is also a very millennial idea. I think that young folks like things that are not necessarily mass produced like their neighbor has and everybody else has. So there might be some connection there in terms of environmental and really authenticity, I think. How much money do you make? Has this been profitable a lot, or are you just really, it's taking a lot?
It funds my video games.
There you go. Now you sound like somebody from your own generation. But you are working toward really building it.
Yes.
How much has your business grown in the first year?
A lot. We subleased to a gym on the other side, and they moved, so then we took all of that and we have like double the space.
Oh my gosh. Because you need not just retail space for finished pieces, you need to work there.
Yep.
And now it's not just you working. Who else helps you in this?
My mom, my dad, my oldest brother, my cousin, and my nana.
Now, do they get paid?
No, they get paid in stuff.
Oh, okay. You make stuff for them.
They find stuff that we've picked, and then they come take it.
That's great. So they work on their own pieces, and they work on some that are for sale. Yeah. What do you enjoy about it? What makes you want to put this much time into something?
It's the creativity and the schedule.
And working with your hands and seeing the results. I mean, a lot of in computers or in video games, and a lot of things, it's all ideas and not physical products. There's something about touching what you're doing and having it, being able to look at it that resonates with you.
Yeah.
How long do you think you'll keep this business? You're really sticking with it?
Yeah, I'm stick with it for a while.
And you like being in downtown Hampton? Has that been a good location for you?
It has.
How come?
We get a lot of traffic from like the events and everything else that happens. Everybody flows into the building to look to see what's in there. Mm-hmm.
There's begun this little collection of things, I think, with Mint Julep, with you, with Worn and Homespun, that is enough of a magnet that brings more people in. Yeah. I think sometimes businesses think of competition instead of thinking, we can bring more people in altogether because there's 3 or 4 or 5 places to visit. I did want to ask what kind of paint you use and how you learned to use it or found it.
Well, I found the paint. We were up in Gloucester. We had stopped at at an antique store up there, and we saw the paint, and it was Dixie Belle paint. So my mom tried it on a couple things that we had in our house, and she loved it. So then when we got the store, we said, why don't we start carrying it? So that's the paint we use now. And I learned all my techniques from YouTube and Pinterest,
really?
And yeah.
So for those of us who aren't able to really go out and learn it ourselves on YouTube, you do classes sometimes to teach people how to do this or make a specific thing, right?
Yes.
How often do those happen?
They're usually every month.
Okay, and where can we find out more?
On our Facebook page.
Tell us what it is.
Salvage Boyz.
With a Z?
With a Z.
Which we can tell from your visor,
Yep.
but all right. And how many people are starting to do that? I mean, is there a community of people out there that want to repurpose their own things, or?
Yes, there is. there is a small group of people who are
And you're
coming to us and finding something that they repurpose.
That's great. That's great. And I think visiting your shop would also give people some ideas, either of things they could do or things you could do better than they could, and they should just buy it from you in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Jaylen. Well, good luck in the future. I think that if you've gone this far at age 13, who knows where you're going next. So congratulations for being one of our many entrepreneurs and retailers in downtown Hampton. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching. I hope, like I am, you're inspired by what Jaylen has been able to do so far and the multiple benefits of using something that's out there that has good bones, that maybe needs a little TLC, and maybe like me, you will take a class, or maybe it's easier if we just let Jaylen do it and purchase one of his pieces. Thanks for watching.